Good afternoon, everybody. About an hour and 20 to hour and 10 actually till the market closed. Let's talk about price and what we're doing. Um, we started to launch right from our reclaim level, which is right here. We talked about this pre-market, 7550s. Um, this was our pre-market resistance, this red line, so we bopped into it a couple times. You can see it. And when it broke, it went. The other thing to note was we did not know what this down was going to look like. We just needed it to hold a higher low over this. And once we did that, we wanted to reclaim through the area and then we fly up. I did think that we would get some flagging midday right around here, and we just didn't. There's nothing you can do about that. Um, I guess what I could say is look for more entries. The entries are going to be resistance to support flips, like I told you this morning. And I'll tell you what the resistances are on the way up. Since we are going to be pushing into new all-time highs, the first resistance here that's we should be thinking about is the sweep of this wick right here to give us a re-entry. So we're going to look there as our next target. And it'll look, what I'm hoping will be kind of like this on the long time frame. It'll come up here, maybe chop around here and flag and give us something. But you can't control re-entries. All you can do is control your position size. So overall, though, I think that this is a straightforward move, and I think that the goal is to go higher, right? So recall that this is the high time frame target, but that doesn't mean we have to go straight there. I'm hoping there's going to be a re-entry, even if it's higher on the chart. I also think we can probably tick up towards 8K. Maybe not all the way, but we can get there, get closer. Another interesting thing is we did not leave any back tests behind on this breakout. I can see all the back tests are filled. So I don't think that usually what happens is if I identify a back test during a breakout that's unfilled, meaning below the breakout level. So like for instance, if there's a back test right here, right? Or there'll be one higher on the chart, but if there's a back test down here lower on the chart and it was unfilled and we were breaking out, I would be talking right now about a breakout and a rug pull and then a resumption. We don't have that, so my suspicion is we just go higher. Simply that. Okay. So you're going to be looking for opportunities to grab higher lows off of resistances converted to supports. That's the only way to do it. There's no way for me to tell you where the individual levels are going to come in. Just that the flags, if they do something like this morning, which I'll try to help you with, but like you can see this flag had resistance, it swept out the lows and then broke, and that was that flag. The flag higher on the chart could look something like that, or it could look slightly different. It doesn't matter, but the point is flags are buyable when they break out now towards the high time frame. Bitcoin wants to go. I identified this setup on Sunday pretty early on. What I saw here was we had ourselves a nice bullish divergence. Then we had a false breakdown setup, or basically not a false breakdown, but a reclaim setup. So we set up our bull div. We had a reclaim. We came down. We set a higher low, and then we expressed the bull div as soon as we pushed through the reclaim level with this candle. So just like ES, I suspect BTC should keep going. Our trim targets are the same though, so we thought it would happen eventually. How's this one doing? Looks fine. I think it's probably going to keep going higher. Yeah, I'm almost sure this is going to keep going higher. I don't know why this line's on here. Because we have to back test the breakdown, and once we back test this breakdown, if we push through here like this, and then we flag through here, that makes the entirety of this dip right here a ginormous bear trap. So every trap short down here, once we reclaim this blue bar, is going to cause this thing to squeeze all the way up into about 40. So We will look for that one step at a time. But I haven't added anything to this position. I never trimmed. Well, I mean, I did trim, right? We trimmed a while ago. We trimmed back here. What I mean is I never added down here, and thus I'm not going to take profit up here, right? I don't have enough extra position to be trimming yet because I didn't add any. But once this blue bar reclaims, I'll add the trim back from up here, and we can tighten the stop loss all the way up to about 21. So you might think, hey, what's the point of trimming at 24 just to add back at 23 when you could have bought at 20? Well, we didn't know that 20 was the low. So basically, you protected yourself. You got you confirmed before we added that you're on the right side of trend. Once you're back there, and then you can tighten your stop loss. So it should be a net win all the way around. That's why I do it that way. It's not to get a better price. It's just to make sure we're on the right side of the trade. And if we stop out and I'm wrong, that it doesn't go from green to red. Mara's a little bit behind Riot, but it's the same sort of deal. Same as usual. AMD should be up soon. What we need for AMD, everything's looking good on here. We need basically we already broke this plane. What I'm thinking, guys, is it's gonna flag through here a little bit, and you can chase this one higher a little bit, and then you're gonna set your stop loss down here. Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing went exactly almost as planned, right? There's a big push out of here. I didn't play it. There was a retrace. I had it to about right here, so it went a little bit lower, but it doesn't really, change much. And then we're looking when this breaks, you can take this long at the stop below here. Like it's kind of like a signed, sealed, delivered type situation. It's really good. Coin is going to go as soon as Bitcoin does. It's a Bitcoin adjacent play. Looks like Upstart's having a good day. I haven't even been checking the charts. I've been so preoccupied, guys, but looks like Upstart's doing okay. I mean, it had a lot of bad days, prior to this, so it's kind of like that meme where people are like super proud of their, third place victory, but we're kind of right around the entry anyway, and my expectation for Upstart is it's going to go, I don't know what my target is, like around 112, so this thing should be a 3-bagger in shares, and if you have leaps, it'll probably be like a 10er, so I don't know. Pretty good. Metas, we're back in it, baby. That's why you don't panic sell, especially when you're at the lows. Statistically, you should be buying the lows and selling the highs. And each time we got up here, I'm just thinking, maybe this is going to be the breakout, and that my entry was good enough that I can hold through it. And then, disappointed. But sooner or later, it'll go. The back test is higher on the chart, right? So we held through some gnarliness, but if you didn't have leverage, I think this play is going to play out. I will tell you, there's a million better ways to play this than what I did. Basically, what happened, right, is get in somewhere around here, ride it down, ride it up, ride it down, ride it up. Now, this was pretty close to what I think the take profit was. I just simply thought that I could sell into this last move, and I didn't get it. So if I was able to micromanage this position or predict this consolidation range better, I could have sold this, rebought here, and took the exact same play, instead of trying to squeeze the extra 20% out. But just future, it didn't have that in the cards for me. I have no concern about it hitting its target eventually, but it is what it is. I looked into SpaceX this morning. I think it's fine with the target. I looked into buying calls. The calls are way too expensive. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to stay with the shares. So no calls for me. Netflix looks like it's great. It's working through the false breakdown. Basically, what all is going on here is we hit this false breakdown. Now it's confirming the higher low. It can take a long time, but as soon as we break out from whatever this higher low range is, it should keep going. This is very similar to ES's wall of worry right here. MVAX, no entry yet. Apple, I like what's coming up on this one, but I think you should give it a little time. Basically, I'm looking for a close over 315, so I'm going to let this play out, whatever it does, and once we get a daily close over 315, it's going to be very similar to Apple, this is Apple. It's going to be very similar to AMD, where I'm waiting for the close, because I don't know exactly how long it'll take, and my capital's already wrapped up in some other stuff. I don't want more consolidating stuff. I'd rather just hold the powder till it's ready. But I know that once it's ready, it'll go, right? So I'm talking to two different crowds. People who hold Apple in their portfolio, they're fine. Everything's great. I'm sure you didn't want to see this drop, but guess what? When something runs like this, it drops like that. You can't have 100, 70% moves in giant caps without any retracement. It just happens. They're going to justify these things with news. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. It's going to go higher eventually. It'll resolve higher. Palantir is still hanging out in. I will take profit on this thing. Most likely in the 150s. WULF already had the entry. If you are long WULF, you're good. You can actually, as soon as we reclaim this blue bar, I didn't get an entry for this, but I know other people did because I was talking about it. I just was preoccupied the morning that it came up. I was not watching the charts. But anyway, what I was going to say is if it can reclaim this blue bar, you can move your stop loss up from 14 to 16.98, and you can basically put your position into profit. It shouldn't lose this swing low if it reclaims the blue bar. That being said, if you are looking to get long WULF, what you're going to probably see right here is some up and then some drama around the blue bar, and then you can use this drama as an opportunity to get long from higher on the chart. I think that the target's higher anyway, so I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. If I'm wrong about the drama, they might just not let you in, right? Because I know that there's back tests all the way up that haven't been done. Specifically, this wick is gonna be swept out, and that's a lot of meat on the bone. So I don't know how far they're gonna just go for it, but it's a decent position for those who are able to snag it. This one is most likely on its way up, and then it's gonna come down with the market. There's gonna be some drama in here. This is one I don't want to play right now. Okay, I think we're good. So I guess the take-home message for this is I don't think it's going to stop. Not yet, but I'm sure sooner or later there will be some retracement. You just don't really want to fade a train, right? When it comes to time to flag, it'll flag and you'll get your shot at it. But no, it's not that time. I do believe that once the flag happens, though, clearly we're in a. If we zoom out and look, we're in a breakout of this range that we've been in for a very, very long time. This is a flag that's went back since April. And this is a rally on rally from the tariff spill. We came up. Now we're this entire bit of drama from April until August has been the higher low. And once this higher low holds, we should get an entire trend leg up, very similar to the one that we had from the tariff tantrum. So we have targets much higher on the chart just based on what a flag would break out from here based on this flagpole and how long the flag is going. It should look pretty good. So that's kind of what the high time frame targets are angling at. All right, guys, that's it for now. Take care.